So an adaptogen is a herb that helps your body deal with the effects of stress. So it's not something that changes your body, it's something that helps you modulate. So there are some herbs that are helpful, like nettles, but that does not help modulate, it adds. So adaptogens are the ones that you'll probably most commonly see right now are like ashwagandha is really popular, reishi is gaining popularity, eleuthero is gaining popularity, and some people say like ginseng and things like that. So there's quite a lot of them, but basically what their main goal is to help you deal with stress inside your body. Now that's going to show up in different ways. That's going to show up in modulating your immune system, so your immune system's not going to freak out to attacks. It's going to help modulate your stress levels, so you're not going to... Okay, cut off the end there. So when you are under stress, you're not going to react like, you're going to react more like, okay, this is stressful. What do we do next? It's also really good for periods of chronic stress or oxidative stress, like lack of sleep. That's an oxidative stress on your body, causes taxing on your body. So some adaptogens can be really helpful for that. So that's what an adaptogen is. It's a type of herb. Not all herbs that are listed as adaptogens are. Like some people say licorice is an adaptogen, and I do not believe licorice is an adaptogen because it has actions on the body. It does not modulate. So that's just an example. But you'll see a lot of things labeled as adaptogens now in the market, and they aren't necessarily. There's a lot of adaptogen drinks that actually have no adaptogens in them, which is interesting. So I'll answer some of your questions. So somebody asked yesterday, on Friday, somebody asked about Tulsi. Tulsi is holy basil, and it is an adaptogen. The reason that it doesn't get a lot of hype is because it's one of those calming adaptogens, and everybody in the US at least is looking for the energizing adaptogens. So holy basil is really great if your nerves are frayed and you need to just like settle. It's really great to help if you have like insomnia. It's really helpful if you just have trouble settling down for the night, or if you, like I said, if you feel like your nerves are like frayed. That's when I like to use holy basil. You won't see it in a ton of preparations, like I said, because it's not one of like the energizing herbs. But with all adaptogens, I should have mentioned this earlier, with all adaptogens, you have to take them for at least 3 months to get their effects. So you're not going to feel the effects right away. While you might feel like a little calming if you take Tulsi or holy basil, it's the same thing. You're not going to feel the nervous system effects until you've taken it for like 3 months. So stick with your adaptogens unless they're giving you like bad side effects or not allowing you to sleep or something like that. It's always important. Okay, somebody asked on Friday, and it was actually my husband, but he asked about herbs for dad brain or like dad feeling. And the one that I love is eleuthero, because it's going to help with stamina, it's going to help with like brain function, brain clarity, and it's going to help with energy. So I really like eleuthero for a good adaptogen to have, and also for men. I use it a lot for women, but it seems to be one that like men can feel that like that rush of energy right away, and so they're more likely to keep using it. Not to stereotype everybody, but So this one I got yesterday, that's why I can have a little box. So that is kind of a loaded question. It is all dependent on dose. It is all dependent on how your baby is going to react to them. So that's my caveat. So that being said, I find that in like a tea form or like an elixir form, like rasa, a lot of them can be safe. So ones like ashwagandha, reishi is totally safe unless you're allergic to mushrooms. Or have like a blood clotting issue. So with all of these, I mean, you really should check in with your healthcare provider, or at least have an herbalist go over your medical history, because some of them, like with extended use, you kind of want to pay attention to that. But so ashwagandha, reishi, holy basil, shatavari, eleuthero, rhodiola. I try to stay away from schizandra sometimes because it can be kind of stimulating unless mom's like really exhausted. But yeah, that's just a couple. I mean, there's a lot of good adaptogens out there. But I do want to make sure that you understand my caveat that it is dose dependent. So even ashwagandha can be not good for breastfeeding at certain doses. So you can't just run out and get a capsule. You really have to like kind of take a look at those or have an herbalist work with you on them. Adaptogens are something that I wind up using with almost every single one of my clients because motherhood is an extended like period of physical and emotional stress, especially postpartum. You know, you have a baby, you've gone through all of that physical stress. So I do find that adaptogens are super helpful during that time. So I usually make my clients some sort of adaptogen capsule or tincture or something like that.